When we talk about framing, I anticipate this looks bananas. Banal bananas. Banal bananas. Anal bananas. I literally is like, okay, through this journey of discovery, I really am just living these days and they're uncomfy. If it was a regular Saturday and I was just living my life, I would have went back to sleep. But I don't, it's not like once I'm awake, I'm just awake cuz I'm not like excited to lay back on the floor. But it's like the fact that it's still an upgrade is like, yeah, this is part of like what I'm documenting. It's all just I went to Chick-fil-A. And that's what it is. Like it's all just I went to Chick-fil-A. Life is so dumb, like it doesn't make any sense. So there's just very rarely a need to ever take it so seriously unless we're talking about children. Like I'm on a thought cycle. Like I'm stuck in a thought cycle. A thought cuz people didn't know how to say thought, but also that was so stupid. No shade. Everybody has a collection of stupid words. Every bad word isn't a slur. Nobody learns. I decided to pull this out up here because it was very serene and quiet while I was eating my Chick-fil-A. It's just so silly. Chick-fil-A, the recipe hasn't changed. And I'm like, how did Chick-fil-A recipe withstand the 2020 apocalypse? I grew up in a war town. When people talk about is Auschwitz the camp or the city? When people talk about Germany, like Nazi Germany, because that's when the United States got to pretend to be a good person, because that was like the whole charade. Like, I'm gonna come in and kind of harass you, and then that's like their wingman move. Whatever that city was where people just live their life and they're a part of the war economy, and if we were to stop war, whole towns would collapse. That's fine. Towns collapse all the time. Cities and buildings and societies, they collapse all the time. So that's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a neutral fact of how humans have designed society this far. I don't know. I don't fucking care. So I don't study it. But like that's what you're asking for people. Like they keep talking about it being an existential threat because it's an existential threat for everybody. But like life is an existential threat for everybody. What the fuck are we talking about? We're human beings living on planet Earth. What the fuck do those words even mean? I'm just in an uncomfy situation. And so the situation has to get comfy because I don't know any comfy people. Like everybody I know so far to date is uncomfortable. And so I'm like, Lord Jesus, I got to do this by myself, don't I? This is going to be a crazy thing to say, but I'm on the West Coast. And the thing about being on the West Coast is there's a larger population of indigenous people. And I can only say it like that because my thought was, why it's so many different types of Mexicans? And then I was like, wait, these people probably aren't Mexican. And I just kept thinking about the TikTok guy who was like, sir, I'm Singaporean. And he was like, what kind of Chinese? I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't be offended. Like, obviously, if you're being racist and people know what they're doing, so I don't actually have a long leash for that concept, but it just be funny. Like, it's not okay to be racist. It's not okay to be racist, but not understanding someone's ethnic background isn't what racism is. And so when other colored people get me confused with something else, it's always going to be funny to me. But you have to understand that you're a colored person, even if that color is beige. Like, y'all don't know what these words mean, and that's quite unfortunate. I could teach you, but I will have to charge every day except for Wednesday.